Hi, I'm Rodney Korn. I'm the Director of Eleiko Education.
I'm Lauren Heiser. I am the Manager of Eleiko Education.
And we're here at Halmstad, Sweden at the Eleiko Sports Center. And we just want to give you a little bit of background information on the new and upcoming course, the Eleiko Weightlifting Level 1.
We at Eleiko have a long history in strength. And as a leader in strength for these products have fueled weightlifting, powerlifting, and all of these different types of competitions and performance in sport and life for over 60 years. As this company, and representing this company through education, we feel a strong responsibility for progressing that notion of innovation, efficiency, and effectiveness throughout our education products.
Yeah, and so we're going to do that and continue that process through our education, as Lauren has talked about. And one of the current things that's happening is there is an explosion in weightlifting. We see weightlifting now in the military. Weightlifting is in the high school, the collegiate, and the professional athletics, as well as it's becoming more and more popular in the health and fitness industry.
Yeah, and with that, we see a huge problem. We see issues with the learning curve for these more complex lifts being very steep. And it's hard for people to understand where to start, how to progress. They see things on YouTube or Instagram and just want to jump in and start lifting, and that's a safety concern as well. So with our responsibility to strength and innovation and keeping things efficient, we also want to do that with education and make sure that we have a tool that is out there available to all coaches, whether you are brand new or a seasoned coach, to improve your coaching abilities.
And as we take this responsibility very seriously, we've developed a very sensible and practical four-step process that we can take people through to simplistically but effectively teach them how to do the Olympic lifts or weightlifting.
Yeah, this four-step process, I love it personally, being a previous weightlifter and now coaching it. And it's very simple because we start with things called stance, grip, and position. And those are universal to all movements, no matter if you're doing a bicep curl or a snatch. Then we take those three kind of pillars and we add a fourth one, which is action. And from certain positions, which happen to be hip, knee, and shin, you can perform certain actions. For us, we have a different name, a little unconventional, right, about those actions.
Yeah, and it's all about teaching. It's a teaching paradigm that we want to really instill in people to help them understand and keep it simple enough so they don't have to worry about learning things, they can do them. And the actions that we're using are called a drive shrug. We use also a high pull. We have a pull under, we have a catch, and then we have a stand phase. So from each one of those positions, we're able to teach someone how to go through a full movement, but we're doing it in a motor learning continuum where we go from simple to complex. So we break it down and we chunk the information so they only have to learn a little bit and then they get to build upon it like a building block.
So now that you understand this system that we have, of these four different kind of steps or pillars, we'll get to the actual movements. What are you going to do as a participant in this course? And as a coach, it's important that we start simple. So like Rodney said, we'll start at the hip. And from the hip, we have, if you were paying attention, a few different actions that we can do. The first one would just be a simple drive shrug. And you drill that until the technique is spot on and you feel competent and confident in doing that. Then we make it a little more complex. And we move that drive shrug into a high pull. Drill that, you can go back and forth between the two. Then that can turn into the pull under, whether it's a snatch or a clean, which results in a catch, and then we have to stand up and finish the movement. So to Rodney's point, we're trying to really make sure that it's actionable and less about nomenclature and how you call things, and it's more about how you feel things and really understand things as a learner.
Yeah, and through this system, what we're really trying to do is empower the coaches and really create an experience where they'll be able to develop their coach's eye, because that's extremely important, is what do I need to look for, what am I doing, and what do I need to be able to see in someone else? So not only are you learning how to be proficient and be more competent and confident, but you're also learning how to see things in other people. That's the coach's eye. And there's also the ability to spot compensations. So am I able to spot the compensations? Yep. Can I see the things? And do I have proper technique?
So once they have that foundation, they're ready to go out and coach the lifts and be confident in that. But how do you start to get someone to be your athlete or your client? You obviously need to understand stress, adaptations to training, and obviously programming. So our goal throughout this course is to give you the technique, understand it, be able to coach it, but then apply it. Apply it in real life scenarios with someone who may be brand new, maybe intermediate, and be confident in your ability to program for them and progress them to be more confident themselves.
And our hope is that we empower you and that you walk away with a completely new outlook and experience, and able to help yourself and all those around you.
So I hope this was helpful in understanding the new Eleiko Weightlifting Level 1 course, and stay tuned for availability to attend.